we're going to attempt to put some new feet on. These are pit bike ones off the internet with a side stand. This has got a centre stand as well, but these don't fit. Bring it up to the camera here. You have to drill an extra pair of holes. Obviously the hole spacing on these Chinese engines that these are designed for is narrower than the original item, so I've got that to put on, and the original set of crash bars here. Yeah, I'm not going to repaint the bike, I'm not going to get stuff re-chromed. I really don't see the point. It's about having some fun, and if it looks too pretty, some sod will steal it, scratch it, push it over. It's happened to me in the past. So even though we're probably going to put a front end on it, and obviously we need a new exhaust and rear shocks, YSS do a set of good shocks for these that actually look quite nice, and they actually work quite well compared to the old Pogo sticks. And I want to keep the cover and make a new stainless exhaust for it, you know, make it once, job done, finished. But I can't remember, stupid boy, which way round. Is it the foot pegs before this bit, or is it this bit before? Oh, it goes like that. I think it's foot pegs. I just don't remember. It's been so long. Idiot brains here doesn't remember which way. I think that goes on, and then the foot pegs, which go along on there like that. And I've probably noticed I've got to do something with the brake lever because it's the wrong shape. Somebody obviously had a little bit of a mishap, and we've got to get a kickstart rubber, but no big deal. So I want to get all these bits on. I'm going to take the brake lever off and adjust it either with the gas torch and bend it, or I'll cut it. If I go with a standard set of tellies, I've got a go-to headlight. It's a cast aluminium headlight assembly sold by Bike It, which we have account with. So if you want your Bike It parts, let me know. And it has a halo set of LEDs around the outside, and it takes a standard H4 12 or 6 volt bulb. And I forgot to mention this. I tested the generator, and it's kicking out AC idle 15 volts. You get it above idle up to the narrow rev range I'm prepared to take it at the moment, to run it in, and we're getting 60 volts AC. So by the time you rectify that and smooth it out and put it through, you know, rectify regulator unit, that's enough for 12 volts. And what a lot of people don't understand is that power in watts is volts times amps. So if it's 6 volts times 10 amps is 60 watts. But if it's 12 volts times 5 amps, it's still 60 watts. And it's the current that does the damage. You need heavier cables for high current, and having lower current, high voltage, the cables don't have to be hugely thick, and you're less likely to have a fire because things don't get very hot. So that is my bit off the stop to get them to fit level. It's definitely tight. Right, that's pretty good. Right, but now we need to get that off. Right, I think that might need a bit of lubrication. Oh, that misses, yeah, that's tight. Yeah, it's got this really weird cable arrangement as well, because there's a cable on the handlebars as a rear brake. If you're used to riding a bike with a clutch, you know, pull that in, that could get really, really embarrassing. Let's go. Come on, here we go. Where's my pliers gone? Right. Get it off of there. Whoops. Wrecking the joint. I'm used to having all these cameras about. Right. Yeah, that's not really going to work, that shape. So I'm going to it's obviously got bent. I'm going to try and warm it up and go from there. Right, now we've managed to bend it into a total banana shape. I need to cut that off, or cut nearly the way through it and bend that back a bit, because I couldn't get it quite where I wanted it. So if we can achieve that and then weld it back up, it needs to be either rechrommed or painted. It's not worth probably rechroming. As long as it works is the important thing. So yeah, right, we're trying onto it with a pair of pliers and give it a go. Then it can have a proper cool down. Now we're going to have a cup of tea. Right then. Right, it's weird to I'm going to go and try that quickly back on the bike and see what we got, and then we can weld it up. Don't go away. Right, needs to go back a bit more and a bit over. This is a headache for not having a camera operative. That's better. Go and check that to follow me around. Okay. Right, yeah, nearly there. I can just bend it a little bit in here. Yeah, that'll be fine. So I just need to weld that hole up that I've now created in there. Not that the camera can see it, I should weld it up, and that'll be fine. Okay, do the other side. Lovely. Right. There you go. And see what now it's now. And being that I cut right through, I could burn him from both sides and we end up with a solid piece again. Typical. SD card was full just as I finished welding this bit up. Take that out. That needs to just sit down like that, and that would be a much better riding position. It's just the camera. It's that little bit there. Will it focus? Come on, focus, focus. Focus, will you, Bob? No, it doesn't want to focus. It's a stupid thing. Anyway, it's just that little bump there. Hopefully you can see it. I just need to grind a bit off of that, so this will sit then flat at that angle rather than that angle. The other side's fine, I think, but I will just go and get a sand. I'll just sand it really. Right, I just try to keep welding, grinding and stuff away from everything else in its own area, because I don't want it getting into things. Right, that one's a bit more. Let's touch it. Okay. Yeah, they are absolute rubbish, these things. Right. Let's see what we got. If you grind too much off, you can always just weld it up a bit. Of course, once my dirty great hoof gets on there, it just sits just a wee bit too high still. Okay, a little bit more. Right, let's see what we got. Oh, that's better. It's just flat. When you put your daisy on it to do that, that's going to be much better. I put a split pin in there, and then this just needs adjusting up so it works. I mean, this is all coming to pieces anyway, this whole bike. It's not like we're leaving anything untouched. I just need to be able to ride it around the yard. So having some form of braking is obviously going to be beneficial. Alright, one split pin before I forget. Let's stick that one in there. I have no idea why the Chinese put those bits of wire in resembling split pins. There we go. So at least I can ride it around the yard once I've sorted out an ignition system. I'm just going to rip this entire spaghetti out of here because I don't actually need it. It's all going in the bin. You know, it's just not worth messing about with. Yeah, that's the old, so you can see it, move the camera up a little bit. There you go. That's the old selenium or germanium rectifier. I can't remember how to tell the difference between the two now. I'm sure somebody will tell me, but this through, and to be continued, as they say.